Hey, it's me, Unapologetically T, and I am back with another video. This one, I've done many videos on colorism and how that has affected darker skinned people. I've even alluded to colorism having effects on light skinned people. So lighter skinned black people. Colorism is so deep. One would think it's just an American thing, but colorism happens all over this world. You have, people in some Caribbean islands, I know Jamaica to be one, that bleach their skin because they feel like it is more desirable to be lighter skin than it is to be dark skin. You have people who wear makeup that is lighter than their skin tone, that, they feel like it's more desirable to have that lighter color. Colorism goes to so many of these nations, and one of the things that we don't talk about is features. So even though this is not attached to our actual skin color, but somewhere down the line we identify fuller features as just black, and yes, they are. However, when it comes down to, like, I'll be describing my features to y'all, like, a lot of times people felt like, I had Asian eyes. I don't have just Asian eyes. Let's take this back a couple of places. Let's take this back to black genetically codes for all these phenotypes. Phenotypes just mean what presents on the fucking outside. Your genotypes is the gene coding, period. Phenotypes is what you can see, the color, the features, the height, all that stuff. So I do want people to educate themselves and know that black codes for all of it. Literally in Africa, there's a tribe called the Caucasians, and they look like Asian people. Literally, if you look throughout Asian culture, there are black Asians. They were always there, and it's not just South Asia. Is not just South Asia. Let's make this fucking clear. Let's clear this up today and once and for all. I need more people to do videos about this. It is not just South Asia. Yes, South Asia still has the phenotypes to show that man was black back in those parts. But it's not just South Asia. We have literally been whitewashed. Definitely if you're in America, you literally are seeing them whitewash our history once again. You're seeing how they did it, how they do it, and how it becomes successful because you sit back and you allow it. So, and then your generation of kids don't get this information passed down to them that this is what happened. So literally the history get changed and people take it as face value. That is what has happened in this world. Black people started out in all parts of this world. The theory that I have is that before Pangea, life started out in Africa. People spread it out, did their own thing, own tribes, all that stuff. Hello, I'm back. My mom bought her some kits to dye eggs, and I'm like, who the fuck is dyeing eggs? Like, eggs cost too much, like, and I don't want all my eggs boiled. Like, I was like, you need to go Google and see if you can dye them unboiled. Like, because if you can't, then you got a 2-egg minimum. 2-egg minimum, because I don't want all boiled eggs. Well, eggs cost too much. Like, they just took, we ain't doing that. All right, so what I was stating was, like, my theory is that, and they have proven it so far scientifically, like, the oldest life form was found in Africa. The oldest life form was found in Africa. It was female. And anyway, when you're speaking of DNA anyway, the woman's DNA is the DNA that carries. The mitochondria DNA carries all mother DNA. So there you go. We all have the original mother's DNA flowing through us, and that's powerful in itself. Like, if you can't dig deep enough in that, then this conversation isn't for you. So literally, but there will be parts of this conversation that is just, always chew the meat, spit the bones out. But literally, we hold that part of our DNA. So I feel like life started out in Africa and we spread it out. Then we got disconnected, and different tribes did different things. Like, if you look at cultures that still remain, we literally do things very similar. It's just a different twist based on the continent you live on, the temperature you are dealing with. Like, literally, we do the same things, even down to like the foods we eat, sometimes how we prepare them. It might be slight differences about seasonings and stuff like that, but a lot of the people who have culture, we literally have similar ways, thoughts, and things that we do, just slight differences. And if you think about it, like if you think about Darwin and the different finches, they evolve and mutate depending on their environments and all that stuff. I see people as the same way. Just I'm looking at it on a less of a, evolution, but just more on a culture thing. That part alone lets me know that we came from the same ideology, same people. Just varied based on our environment. So me saying this, what I'm trying to get to is one of the things that other races will do to try to make Black people feel bad is speak about our full features, all that stuff. I do feel like Black features are like, our features are, what is that word? Is it ambiguous? Let me look it up. I ain't fucking it up. All right. Ambiguous. I think it's ambiguous. Let's see.
Ambiguous.
It is. It's ambiguous. I should trust myself more often. All right. I just didn't want to say it wrong. People pick on me for saying the wrong thing. You have no idea that I want to talk like something else most of the time. Like, I want to shorthand the fuck out this shit. But our features are ambiguous because literally our features code for all this. If you look just at the continent of Africa alone, you will see that there are Africans who look like all this shit. The features are an array. So one of the things I definitely know, like in American culture, is men valuing exotic women over Black women. And they value exotic looking women over, and I heavily quotate exotic because the pure definition of exotic simply means fucking foreign. That means you're not from here. That means that typically the features, it literally just means that they use it as in for the looks, but it just means that you're literally not from this place. You're foreign. You can't use exotic for looks. If you're used to seeing a certain look, you will say what? It's exotic because it's not what you typically used to seeing. But I do notice there's a culture for Black men favoring exotic looking women over Black women. And those same exotic looking women will look at black women like black women ain't the shit. Like, we ain't shit. Like, they're this pedestal over us. And it's so fucking ignorant because, baby, when I leave this country, I'm exotic. Like, when I leave this country, I'm exotic. Baby, if you was to decode my DNA, baby, I code it for you. I code my DNA codes this. Like, it's a level of respect that has been taken away from black people. It's been taken away from us by colonization. And it's been also taken away from us by ourselves because we were taught self-hate. And when I say this with the utmost respect and love for the women who are being put on this exotic looking thing, because literally in your cultures have taught you to hate yourself too. They have taught you to be closer to this whiteness, which you don't even always realize, but that is exactly what they have taught you to be close to. If you look at Asian features, if you look at Hispanic features, if you look at Native features, if you look at all of our features, we're all coding different things. However, it originated from the black man. They literally have us feeling like to be black is wrong. To be black is less fucking than. To be black is not a part. But everybody wants to experience and be a part of the black culture. And that fucking makes me sick. It's like, it's okay for you to parade around in our culture. And we'll literally be inclusive to all y'all. We'll literally be inclusive to Hispanics. We'll be inclusive to, Asians. But when it comes time for that to be a back and forth exchange, like, it's not there. It's like, oh, well, it's like, we'll invite you to be down, but you won't invite us to be down with you. And that's crazy. I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to explain it. Like, I like to do this in a way where I'm not hurting anyone on either side, but I'm bringing awareness to, like, something has to change. Black people are very accepting to other races and other cultures because we know we all one. We know we all one. We know we all know struggle. You might not know the black man struggle, but you know struggle. We know that we're all one. And when I say the black man struggle, it's just because colonization has made me say the black man struggle. We're all one. We're all one race. It's the human race. And literally, we have been brainwashed to be divided. And yes, I'm going to say that if your skin and if your experience wasn't as a black person, then yeah, I'm not going to say the same struggle as us. However, I'm going to say you do know fucking struggle. It's just a different struggle, but you do know fucking struggle. You have stories to tell. I even feel like if you're white, like, literally, you came from, like, we code all of this. Like, I don't know where in the brain, like, why would they make it seem so, but I know why they make it seem so separate. If we're divided, if we are putting up these walls, we can never be one. We can never come together as one. And when we put up all these divisions of, to be white is more desirable, to be close in proximity to white is more desirable, like, just to be a race other than black is more desirable. I do feel like they're making Hispanics the new niggas. They're trying to make y'all the new niggas. And I feel like, we should stand together. Because why? But you even have that shit in Hispanic culture. Like, they literally would make fun of a darker skinned Hispanic or Latino. Like, Afro Latinos do not get the love and respect on average that they should from their own communities. Because the world has this concept of, you know, being black is wrong. We saw this with Ukraine. Like, even with Ukraine going through the war with Russia, we saw literally how the Africans were being treated in Ukraine. We saw that online. Like, it might not have made the news, but if you was on social media, you got to see. And that's why I didn't really even have compassion or care for that cause, because it's like, anytime there's white on white crime, there's an outpouring of love and compassion for humanity. But anytime there is white on brown or black crime, the world fucking turns a blind eye. And so I hate to be like, oh, well, you know, the same way y'all feel is the same way y'all feel is the same way I felt about that shit. Like, I'm gonna let y'all handle that. I'm gonna let y'all cry over that. I'm gonna let y'all mourn that, because I don't have no fucks to give when, and then oddly enough, the shit in Palestine ended up happening, and it proved me right. It proved me right, but it didn't even have to happen to prove me right, because I see it in my own community every fucking day. I see it. Chicago ain't set up the way Chicago set up because Chicago got like a crime problem. Chicago is set up because the way it is set up, because they want it to be set up like that. Where you think they get these guns from? Who putting these guns in this community? Who put the drugs in our community? Why do the police turn a blind eye? Like, why do they, you know, why they do their job sometimes and don't do their job other times? And like, why do you think it's set up certain ways in certain places? Like, it's by design. And so I really protect my peace when it comes to certain situations, because there's this outcrying and outpouring for certain lives, and it's not for others. And that is that's an injustice in itself. That's a fucked up reality, and I just don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of removing the veil. I want to be a part of unity. I want to be a part of us realizing that we are all one fucking race, and we have been bamboozled to think that we are not. We are literally walking around calling each other what the fuck we look like as far as colors, and it still ain't accurate. Yes, I have seen some deep melanated skin. I have seen some deep melanated skin that is close to black, and my skin can get, like, if I sit in the sun through this whole summer, like if I go outside every day, maybe hit that pool or the ocean, and I'm just there every day, I'm gonna get black. I'm gonna be like this t-shirt. But on average, like, we don't have a lot of that, you know, genetic coding left. So why are we all being called by colors? Why aren't we being called what we really are? And it's a human race. And so you got white people being called white, and they fucking pink, red, you know, they code for all these other colors, and it's not even white. White is devoid of color. But you know, you got white folks with some olive tones, and they identify, you know, as white, but literally being called Caucasian ain't accurate either. Literally, an uneducated white man went to the Caucasus Mountains and said, these skulls look like, you know, what the white person's skull look like. And that's how the fuck y'all got called Caucasian. That's how the fuck y'all got the label Caucasian. But y'all don't do y'all research. Y'all just take these labels and take your superiority and hold it over other people. Then you got people in countries who are pulling a yellow tone and, you know, some reds and some other stuff, and they know they not white, but they just want to be really close in proximity to white. So they belittle and they down black and brown people. When the fuck, if they got in that sun, you'll see the colors come out. You'll see the colors come out. But, and you do have genetic coding for like more white passing people, white passing people, in Hispanic and Asian cultures. But I do feel like there is this obsession with being close to whiteness and putting that on like a pedestal, taking these features and acting like as if they're just yours. If they was just yours, like, you wouldn't find it anywhere else but yours. And so that's not true. Another thing is assuming that Black people want to be exotic. We are exotic. We are exotic. We already are ambiguous. Like, we already are that. We already are that. Our hair come in different textures and all that stuff. And a lot of Black people think this comes solely from mixing with white people. They don't even understand that this shit is in our genetic coding to begin with. It is in our genetic coding to begin with. We code these recessive, they're called recessive genes. And they're already, to have a recessive gene, you had to come from something dominant. Like, you had to. So it's just like logic to me. Like, you had to come from something else. Like, you're not a recessive gene on your own. Like, so the whole exoticism thing, and how I do feel like, you know, women from other countries will try to hold that like as something desirable. And it's like, we're all exotic to someone, sweethearts. We're all exotic to someone. We're all beautiful in our own rights. It doesn't matter what phenotypes show up for us. Matter of fact, if we didn't have mirrors, what the fuck would y'all do? If we did not have mirrors, what would y'all do? What would y'all do to divide us then? If we just didn't have mirrors and you couldn't see your fucking inverted, you're not even seeing you correctly. But if you didn't have mirrors to even see your inverted reflection, like, what would society divide us on then? Because literally, we would only be seeing each other. We wouldn't be seeing ourselves. You literally have to function off the fucking inside like you should in the first place. So I just went on a rant because it upsets me that, like, society has made all of us think these distorted views around beauty and worth. And it's like, we're all beautiful. We're all worthy. I don't even care if you came out and no one else has your face. Like, it just makes me think about the little boy who he had this condition where you couldn't even see his face. Are we to believe that that wasn't a part of our genetic coding? Are we to believe that, you know, he's not human? Are we to believe that, you know, he should not be treated fairly? It's so ignorant and stupid, and people need to, like, stop valuing this outside vessel. Yes, be healthy. Yes, treat your body correct. Yes, those things. However, putting your self-worth and your outside beauty and putting yourself above others, whether you realize it or not, it doesn't matter. Like, putting yourself above others due to you thinking like you're exotic or you're more desirable because you're this or that. Yes, it can happen in, you know, Black and brown people. However, when it happens between us and we hurt your feelings and make you feel bad, we still don't have the power to oppress you. We don't have the power to keep you out of certain spaces. We don't have the power to make your men not like you. We don't have the power to fuck up, you know, your chances at, you know, any of these things in life. We don't have that power. All we can do is hurt your fucking feelings. Y'all literally have power to take our men. Y'all have power to keep us out of job settings due to our, you know, phenotypes and all that stuff. Like, shit, they still tripping over fucking hair. They're still tripping over Black women wearing their natural hair. They're still tripping over it. Literally, colorism exotic, the theory of being exotic over black women, that doesn't keep you out. It doesn't keep you out. Black women can say today, like, you know, more fair-skinned women are ugly. Society will laugh at us. If y'all was to say that and perpetuate what society has already told us and conditioned in us, it would literally continue to keep us out of certain spaces. It would make us have to work that much harder. And truly what it does is make us like stronger. But black women are tired of being strong. We're tired of having to just overexert ourselves for everybody and everything. And like, we're tired. We throw in the towel and we just want to, love on ourselves and love on the people that love us. Like, we tired. We're tired. We're tired. We're tired. We're tired. That's why y'all had to march by yourselves this April. We're tired. We're tired of fighting for everybody else and not ourselves. Even with black men have been conditioned, and black men has been fetishized. Like, black men are fetishized. Like, lots of women of other cultures love the fuck out of a black man, but when they get them, they don't respect them. It was a fetish for them. And that's not all. I've seen some interracial couples that were beautiful. Love it. I'm not against interracial couples. What I am against is fetishizing people. You're fetishizing them. You don't really love who they are. It's like a trophy. It's like obtaining this thing. And we have seen black men getting killed by white women who were fetishizing them. We have seen black men marrying women that were of another race and culture, and them literally, saying certain rhetoric against black women, but you will have this black man's child. Like, you will literally fucking have this black man's child. Like, I can't unhear Erica Mena telling Ice Spice she was a monkey. And I can't unhear that shit. I can't unhear, I forgot who that girl was. Like, I forgot her. I like her, but like, I liked her, and but I think she was Joe Budden's wife. I can't unhear her talking about her value being more, and she's literally an Afro-Latino. Like, these women are Afro-Latinos, and like, they're literally looking at themselves as if they're better than black women. When you came from probably a black woman or a black man, you literally are desiring to have black children. What are you going to teach your black children? You're going to teach your black children to perpetuate that same shit if they don't come out black, more dominant in the black genes. You're going to tell them to perpetuate that same hate for themselves and other people. Because all that is self-hatred. It's just done in a different way. It's done in a way where it fuels your ugly ego and it puts somebody else down. And I've been transparent that darker skinned black people can definitely have that same approach and trying to bring you down because they were brought down. However, the damage is not the same effect. Now, the feeling-wise damage, yes, it's the same effect, the feeling-wise. But when it comes to the system, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. And so this is my little rant, and I just wanted to get that out there. And you can agree or you can agree to disagree. But like I always say, if you do feel really deeply some type of way, you definitely should create your own channel, and you definitely should make your own video and find your target audience, because this is what I feel and what I think. Okay. All right. Let's have a great day. Let's try to fully remember the oneness of this. White people literally are one of us. Unfortunately, not all of them are one of us. Black people aren't all skin folk and kinfolk, so we all have to use discernment in these things. But in all actuality, we are one. But use discernment with people. Should I have a family I was born in, and I'm just like, I'm not y'all. I'm not y'all. So I literally, have to use discernment in this. But like, we're all one race. It's a human race. It's a human race. It's a human race. Baby, I'm foreign in this country or when I leave this country. I'm foreign. I'm foreign. Like, please learn the definition of the words that you guys speak. A lot of times people will be like, I say it a lot. Like, Americans don't even know their own fucking English, but they expect everybody else to know it. And so, like, they be saying these fucking words and don't even know what they mean. And it's like, we can easily say pick up a book, but when you constantly have a government that's rewriting what goes in the book, you have a government that literally controls, who can make the books. Y'all never thought about that? Like, who gets these licenses to make the school materials that go in these schools? Like, I always tell people, like, this shit is like really deep. School is literally an institution. It's literally political. School is political. Children who don't know how to read by third grade, they literally project prisons that they're gonna make. They use that data. That's why they're like heavily data in schools. They use that data to build their motherfucking prisons, and these kids are to be their slaves and make their cheap little Starbucks lids and license plates and all kind of other shit that they make in the prisons. They literally are having slave labor there. They're having slave labor with you, baby. They're having slave labor with you. When you come to these places, you're giving your all and you ain't getting hardly shit in return. So I would literally say a lot of this comes from miseducation. So I'm not upset or mad with anyone who have like ignorant biases. I have ignorant biases that I have to work on and decolonize my mind every fucking day. We can't keep using the excuse of ignorance. Like, what's stopping you from unlearning what you have been taught? What's stopping you? And I'm here hoping like this video finds people that it needs to find. And for me, like, we're all exotic. We're all exotic. If we leave wherever we are, we become exotic. We're all human. We're all human. I always say that I'm a spiritual being living a human experience, and I do greatly believe in that. But that would mean that I am human right now. I am human right now. I am human right now. Why are we taking the humanity out of life? Once you take the humanity out of life, you're gonna destroy humanity. This earth will be here, but man may not be if man don't cut this bullshit out. So let's keep working on ourselves on a singular level. Let's work on ourselves on a singular level. I have to be mindful of the colorism that lives inside of me. Baby, being a brown-skinned girl, getting treated as less than from lighter-skinned people, you do develop to have like this. I look at, sometimes light-skinned women as being snooty, and there are some light-skinned women who have, like, there are plenty who have proven me wrong, and I'm just like, oh, you're so down to earth, and like, that was me passing judgment, thinking that day was like, not, like, or like, just feeling like, sometimes I feel like people will put a light-skinned woman on a pedestal, and I'll just be like, I'll have a snarky, like, thought pattern, like, oh, bitch, you ain't all that, like, you just light-skinned, like, because so many times, like, people will put women of a lighter skin over somebody else, and so, like, I have to check, like, my snarky colorism. Like, no, my colorism does not destroy. No, my colorism, I do not like say that shit to other women and trying to make them feel bad, but it is in here, and I have to unlearn it. I have to unlearn that some people are being taught this stuff and they project it onto you. However, just because they being taught that shit, you don't have to project it on them. And if you see it, baby, call it out. Like, That's what I'm gonna have to start doing, is calling it out when I feel like it, because this is not my job. My job is ease, and it's to teach at ease. My job isn't to like try to force feed nobody information or save them. Like, baby, I can bring you to the water and that's it, but I can't make you think. Like, I can't make you think. And I'm gonna end this video here because I got work to do. The world got work to do, and I just hope that we do it. And this goes for my target audience was women of color. And when I say women of color, white women, I mean you too. I mean you too. Y'all need it more than anybody. Because a lot of y'all jealousy and envy against other women of color is literally has been hidden in history. It's been hidden. Even though you treat us like shit anyway, it's been hidden in history. But it's blatant, and we still see you. We still see your hate. We still see your jealousy, and you don't have to be. You're beautiful in your own right, and so are we. And we need to stop competing. We need to stop comparing, and we need to fucking come together. So, white woman, this is just as much for fucking you as it is for anybody, because your jealousy and your envy has gotten us killed. Your jealousy and your envy has gotten us raped. Like, your jealousy and your envy has done a lot of shit to people of what they call color. I'm looking at this shit like we're just all one. But I do know that the world we live in, you have separated us, and you have made white supremacy the way of life. So we're dealing with all this separation and division. And so white women, this is for you too. This is for you too. So all women, all men, all races, this is for you. It's for all of us. It's for all of us to wake the fuck up. But like I always said, if you probably ain't awake right now, then you at least got to be half woke to even understand this material. So I am going to check out and do another video. I'll talk to y'all later.